Lamont Roach.
Yes, it is.
I said it earlier, ZEPETTA said we're going to hit him with so many punches, he's going to think he's fighting an octopus. And that's what's happened for you at every possible angle, both hands nonstop.
It feels like Lamont Roach is getting jumped by three fighters in there right now. And that's what ZEPETTA does. He just beats you to a pulp and suffocates you.
It's looking real bad for him, chat. It's looking real bad. Oh no, LeBron. Oh no, it's looking real bad, cuz. It ain't looking too good for you. It is not looking too good. I ain't gonna lie, what's that looking weak?
Lamont Roach has been hit by more punches than at any time during his CompuBox track career. 18 fights, 9 rounds in. ZEPETTA has hit him with more shots.
Sergio, you heard in the corner, they told Lamont, you got to hurt him. You got to hurt this guy. But right now, he looks unhurtable.
Yeah.
Right?
No, he's just in there with a piece of steel. He's not going to go anywhere. Is ZEPETTA. And we know Mexicans could take a hard shot, but I'm with Bud on this one. Why aren't you countering and attacking the body? This man takes a big shot to the chin, but you got to soften him up downstairs. Get an angle, then you could attack him.
Yeah, I think people maybe read too much into that knockdown that Tevin Farmer had in that first fight between them. He's faced some good fighters with some pop, and he stood up to pretty much everything up until this point. ZEPETTA's got a very solid chin.
There's a shot that landed, but ZEPETTA walks right through it.
Yeah, if you're Lamont Roach, you got to follow up with something like that. Hit him with the right hand, go downstairs to the body. Don't be one and done in these situations.
Just won't let you breathe, ZEPETTA. Like he's starting to fight, not like he's in round 10. Where does he get the energy?
And this is the fight that we expected Roach around this time, but it's ZEPETTA turning the tables and aggression.
You could have knocked him out, bro.
You know, the majority of this crowd seem to be pro-Roach Jr., but he just hasn't given him a chance to get behind him, Sergio. If he could just land something big and get this crowd, he might be able to feed off it a little bit. There's a right hand.
I would say it's a 50-50 crowd, but yes, Roach does have a lot of support here, a lot of fan base, but they have nothing to cheer about because ZEPETTA has taken everything here.
Well, Roach on the front foot, a rare foray forward.
Yeah, and that's something that he could try different. Coming forward, being on the front foot, and backing up ZEPETTA, who's not going to be as good on the back foot as he's on the front foot.
Maybe a little bit of fatigue over the final minute of this round from William ZEPETTA.
Yeah, he's only going to throw 60 punches this round, right?
But he's giving up some opportunity for Roach to throw some shots.
And left scores from Roach.
Looking too good for Cuz, I ain't gonna lie.
And a body shot. You wanted one, he gave you one.
Fuck Cuz. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga here is looking, he looks terrible. I'll be the first to say it. ZEPETTA's kicking this nigga ass. If he won this fight, I'll be very, very much proud. This nigga looking weak. Looking weak in the bitch. Look at that shit. Looking weak as hell. Bow. 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 Look, nose fucked off. Look about weak to the bitch. Hold on, y'all. Y'all ain't tell me my shit was. Damn.
You can't be letting fighters and volume punchers land anything. You got to duck under those shots, make them completely miss, and get discouraged by throwing those punches.
Oh, nice uppercut from Roach. That split the guard as he tries to come to life here in the 11th.
Roach is landing some good shots. It's just they're one-offs. He's not able to put these combinations together to give you the kind of 3-4 punch combination that ZEPETTA is giving you.
And that's because you got to give credit to ZEPETTA, not only for his technique, but for his footwork. He's stepping back and not letting Roach get nothing going. Little shifts, subtle shifts that he's doing is not letting Lamont Roach get any combination started.
Combination from Roach Jr. started downstairs, ended up top. He's showing more signs of life here, though. Chance of Reaper trying to rally the troops here. But this Mexican freight train just won't slow down.
Even when ZEPETTA misses wildly with a shot, he doesn't fall off balance, and that takes athleticism. That's a solid foundation there.
Certainly a much better round for Roach Jr., but it's just not been enough. He needs that golden ticket, so to speak, that one shot.
He's trying to find it around the guard with that right hook. But it's not going to be, you have to throw combinations against ZEPETTA.
I need to go for the stop. You hear me? Gotta stop it. Take a big breath. Touch the clock. Look at it. It ain't over till, you hear me? Stop this motherfucker. It ain't gonna pull up the game.
You gotta stop him. Is the advice they're giving Lamont Roach, and I love hearing that. That goes to show you that they want this fight, and they have to take it out of the hands of ZEPETTA. They need to go for the knockout.
And the good thing is, Sergio, ZEPETTA will be right there. He'll be right in front of you.
No, he'll give you opportunities for it, but just you have to have the perfect, well-placed shot at the right time on the right place.
The 12th and final round. The Reaper needs a Hail Mary in the worst way. Sergio, is it going to have to be a liver shot? Is that the shot that might be able to do it?
I think it's going to have to be a counter to the body. Yes, a catching counter to the body to finally hurt or get the attention of Zepetta. Then you can well away with haymakers upstairs.
But you know, Zepetta's probably thinking KO as well. He's got 27 of them in his 33 wins.
The thing about, there's a shot, good shot there by Roach, and look, Zepetta just gets angry and comes right back. Roach cannot hurt Zepetta to the chin, and I keep saying that, but Roach continues to ignore the body.
A frustrating, humbling, painful night for Lamont Roach Jr. There's a body shot from Zepetta. We mentioned that Zepetta's never been in a boring fight, and this certainly wasn't one either. Non-stop aggression and volume from the Mexican have befuddled Lamont Roach Jr. Was the game plan wrong, Sergio? Was Zepetta simply just too good?
No, Zepetta was too good. I mean, the game plan was there for Roach. The confidence, the right punches. Even, I mean, he's been landing some clean, hard punches on Zepetta. Zepetta has that chin, the resilience, the leg work, the footwork, the strength. It's hard to stop this man.
Oh, big left hand from Zepetta.
Yeah, they exchanged shots there, but thought Zepetta got the better of it with that left.
Left hand from Roach.
You know, I was questioning the time off of Zepetta after that loss in those physical camps and back-to-back physical fights. But he needed the break, came back stronger, rejuvenated, and reinvented. This man is going to be hard to beat at lightweight.
Final seconds of the fight. A masterclass and relentless pressure and determination from William Zepetta here in Las Vegas. Sergio, were you impressed?
I'm very impressed, Todd. I mean, this is the type of performance that makes stars, Mexican stars. We all know that boxing needs a Mexican star. Whenever you have a pressure fighter, someone that's always looking for the knockouts like this, you're gonna get the star in the making, beating fighters like Lamont Roach.
And you could see the emotion on the face of William Zepetta and his entire team. Chris, you had it 117, 111.
Yeah, I thought Lamont Roach had some moments there, landed some good, clean shots, but the overwhelming number of power punches landed by William Zepetta, the body work by William Zepetta, fine performance.
Let's send it up to our TNT panel and Adam.
Zepetta, non-stop action. Think about this, fellas. He threw more than 300 punches than Roach. He landed more than 70 punches than him. It was non-stop, and he is looking to lift the belt. Tim, your takeaways from what we just heard.
Unbelievable performance, I believe, by Zepetta. I think that he learned so much in that Shakur Stevenson fight. You can see his game has definitely elevated. I agree with Sergio Mora that the layoff, taking about a year off, I think it helped him and rejuvenated his body. He started a little bit slower this time, and that had to do with Roach being, great counterpuncher. So he was very defensive, I would say, in spots. But once he got that motor going, he was hard to stop.
I thought that was a part of the game plan, the way that he started the fight. They didn't want to give him that rhythm so early and let Roach get into a rhythm of being able to defend it. They turned it on slowly. Once they turned on that engine, oh my God, unbelievable engine this kid has. Unbelievable main event we just saw because Roach fought back the entire way, and even at the end, he tried to win. Go ahead, Terry.
Like I said,
intelligence that you have, intelligence in the ring tonight. I was impressed.
In the punch place that he was stolen from, I was just like, oh man, it's gotta be enough. We watched this fight. Gives me a show. Let's find out.
All right, the numbers are in. It's official. Let's send it back.
All right, fight fans here in Las Vegas, let's make some noise. These two warriors went all 12 championship rounds in the center of the ring. And we now go to the judges' scorecards, where Tim Cheatham scored this contest 117-111. Eric Cheek scored it 117-111. David Sutherland had it 118-110. All three judges in favor of your winner by unanimous decision and the new WBC lightweight champion of the world from San Mateo Atenco, Mexico, the Tierra del Casado, William El Camarón Zepetta.
William Zepetta with one of his best ever outings, a dominating, destructive performance to beat Lamont Roach Jr. And in the process, he becomes the WBC World Lightweight Champion. And look what it means to him. Incredible scenes here in Las Vegas. Hard work and dedication, that's what Floyd Mayweather always said, and Zepetta lives that life. You never, ever will see someone outwork El Camarón, and tonight he gets his flowers. He is the champ. Here's Chris Mannix.
Well, William, congratulations. You worked 10 years to be called the world champion. What did it mean to hear your name called tonight?
¿Cómo te sientes a ser campeón de 10 años de trabajo?
No solo son 10 años, es más. Estoy muy agradecido con todo mi equipo, con toda la gente que me ha apoyado, especialmente mi familia, que es la que ha estado desde un principio, desde el día 1, y este campeonato se los dedico a ellos.
It's been way more than 10 years. This has been a sacrifice and a struggle with my family, my team, and everything, all the support has finally came true.
About a year ago, you struggled with the boxing skills of Shakur Stevenson. What was different about you tonight?
El año pasado no podías encontrar cómo ganarle a Shakur. ¿Qué cambió en esta pelea?
Me puso una gran prueba Shakur. Creo que me dio un gran examen. Todo este año que estuve fuera del ring, lo practiqué con el equipo y pues, trabajamos en lo que nos había hecho falta. Ahorita implementamos algunas cosas. Todavía tenemos que seguir creciendo para estar en la elite.
Against Shakur was an exam I couldn't pass, and you know what? It was humbling. But we took the time, we came back stronger, worked on the weaknesses, and came back, and now we're champions.
You did take some time off, about a year off after your last fight. How much of a difference did that make?
¿Cuánto te ayudó ese tiempo de relajar?
El cuerpo no es una máquina, también lo reciente. Venía de muchas peleas seguidas. Ya sentía un poquito el cansancio, pero yo nunca me rajo. Yo soy un buen mexicano que nunca me rajo, nunca digo que no. Tomé la oportunidad, pero también aquí hay que descansar. Y ahorita descansamos y lo demostramos.
Listen, the body breaks down. You may think I'm a machine, but the body breaks down. I needed that break, but just my true Mexican spirit was always going to come through and win fights like this.
You knew Lamont Roach was looking for that counter right hand. How long did it take you to figure him out?
La derecha, pero ¿cuánto tuviste para no darle la derecha de la mano?
No, yo sabía que él me iba a estar casando con su derecha, la estuvimos practicando mucho tiempo. Todos los golpes, la verdad, los estuvimos practicando porque sabemos que es un peleador muy rápido, muy explosivo, pero creo que pusimos nuestro boxeo. Cambió un Camarón Zepetta que no solo fue el choque.
Look, we knew he had a right hand. We knew we had to watch out for that right hand, but all the punches that Roach threw, we had to respect every punch, but we were ready for every counter, and tonight was Camaron's night.
You got one belt, There are 3 other belts out there. What do you want to do next?
¿Quién quieres pelear después?
Yo quiero ser campeón indiscutido a medida que me pongan, nada más que me digan cuándo y dónde.
I want to become undisputed. I don't care who it is or when it is. Put them in front of me and I'm going to beat them.
What's it mean to be a Mexican fighter wearing that green belt?
¿Cómo te sientes ser un mexicano con este cinturón verde WBC?
No, pues me siento muy orgulloso. Hoy, una vez más, un mexicano de buena fe y viniendo a trabajar a Estados Unidos, pone el nombre de México en lo alto.
Listen, I'd love to come be a Mexican representing Mexico here in the great states of the United States, but look, I'm proud Mexican with a Mexican belt.
Congratulations, William.
Hoy un mexicano viene por ese sueño americano a cumplirlo aquí a Las Vegas.
Listen, I'm a Mexican, but look, I had an American dream to come to Las Vegas and become a world champion.
We did that. Congratulations. Lamont, what went wrong for you tonight?
ZEPETTA was well prepared tonight. Him and his team, they had a tremendous, a game plan, and he put it into play. No excuses. I took my hat off to their team. He was just one step ahead of me.
You knew coming in that he was a high-volume guy. Was there something about him that maybe you didn't expect?
Yeah, like I said, coming into the fight, we just thought he was a one-trick pony. He actually used his feet. As you can see, he was stepping back and kind of countering or not allowing me to get my counters off. And, he did it the whole fight. So, I had to switch a couple things up. And, I just didn't succeed. That's it. You
landed some good shots on him. I know you were wondering coming in if he would have the chin to hold up to that power. Did he surprise you with how he took your power?
Nah, he's tough. He only has one loss and never been stopped for a reason. So, like I said, I took my hat off to them. They came ready. I came ready, but he was just a better man than I.
You've bounced back from a loss before. Where do you go from here?
The sky's the limit. I'm coming back better than ever. I just want to thank everybody who came out here and support me, man. I heard the cheers. I can still hear the cheers. I feel the love, and I have nothing to hang my head for. I fought tough. I fought to the end. Everybody know I got balls big as Godzilla, man, and I'll be back.
No doubt about that. I appreciate it, Lamont.
Yes, sir.
Lamont Roach showing a great attitude here tonight. Sergio, I ask you this after all big fights. What grade would you give William ZEPETTA tonight?
Normally, you need a knockout to get an A+, but this was an A++ performance by William El Camarón ZEPETTA against a fighter like Roach that has been to the championship level. The pressure of Pitbull wasn't enough, the power of Tank wasn't enough, and the volume and the excitement of Lamont wasn't enough.
Let's look at some highlights from this. As Lamont Roach Jr. started pretty good, won some of those early rounds, Sergio.
No, he came with a game plan, he came with a strategy, and in those early rounds, as expected, got the respect of ZEPETTA. But he was not able to push him back, was never able to hurt ZEPETTA. Even when he did catch him with some body shots or some left hooks, ZEPETTA will come right back with 4, 5, 6 punch combinations and get that respect back. Guys like ZEPETTA, you have to hurt, and you have to hurt early. Roach was not able to do that tonight.
Sergio, you are a Mexican-American, obviously. You won a WBC belt. What does it mean to ZEPETTA?
I can only imagine what it feels like to win that belt, being a real Mexican, representing, carrying the whole country on your shoulders. This is the way to do it in the fight capital in Las Vegas. Incredible dream come true.
Let's look at our CompuBox numbers, and they might catch the screen on fire. Fight statistics, 884 total punches thrown from William ZEPETTA. He landed 142 power shots, 76 jabs. Roach Jr. threw 591 total punches, landing 124 power shots. We'll hear from the TNT panel coming up next. William El Camarón ZEPETTA is the WBC lightweight champion of the world with an A++ performance from Sin City.
I'm not human.
All right, Theo, new weight class, new title to fight for on August 22nd, and a new deal with DAZN, kind of a groundbreaking deal. You're sort of striking out on your own with Takeover Promotions, doing a deal directly with DAZN. Tell me about that. Tell me why this was the right deal for you.
It's always been one of my goals is to become a promoter directly with a network, right? And I've always aimed for that. And thanks to my legal team and for actually making that possible, right? But I also want to give myself congrats and kudos to making all that, right? So how? By viewerships, right? I started calculating, you know, um, when I was under the banner of Top Rank and ESPN during that time, I started calculating my viewerships and what could trend, what cannot trend, and these things. And I started like really focusing on that business mindset of things. Obviously, sometimes I may go off the script, but it eventually landed us here on DAZN, and I look forward to kind of educating the young fighters that come under Takeover Promotions and those that really want to aim to become their own entity. You know, you have to do it with entertainment, but you also have to do it with grit, strength, and most importantly, winning.
So tell me about any particulars of the deal that you can. Why is this a better deal for you than aligning yourself with a Top Rank, aligning yourself with a Matchroom, one of the major promoters out there?
Well, I think it's like anything in business, right? You got to start somewhere, right? But that somewhere is just to figure out the ones and twos and how things operate. But this is really, for me, it's a one-on-one because I see it as a place where I own my rights to all my things, my NILs and my ownership rights for videos and everything of that nature with Takeover Promotions. I think that's kind of like having the more control of what to do, what to say, and how to maneuver certain things with my legal team.
The fight returns to TNT.